If you're looking for the best robot vacuum, you've come to the right place. We tested over 30 models to find those that deliver across the board in terms of pickup, design, and ease of use. Our overall winner is the iRobot Roomba's 9 Plus. It provides an impressive removal rate, particularly on pet hair. Plus, it's fast, thorough, and easy to use, leaving little room for improvement. It can communicate with a compatible robot mop if you want the finishing touches too. To assess performance, each model on test had to collect measured amounts of Cheerios, kitty litter, and pet hair from both hard floors and carpet. After which, we let them loose in our testers' home to see how each coped in terms of navigation, object avoidance, and coverage. Plus, we factored in the noise and ease of control via the app. Any special features, including mopping functions and self-emptying bases, were incorporated too. This all adds up to days of testing, which is how you know you can trust our results. Here are our picks for the best robot vacuums. Number 5. iRobot Roomba's 9 Plus. iRobot's Roomba's 9 Plus is one of the smartest and most thorough robot vacuums I've tested, which is why it's the best robot vacuum overall. It has advanced mapping, so it can record and remember a blueprint of multiple floors of your house after just a few trips. You can then specify individual rooms and tell this 9 Plus to clean specific rooms on specific days. I suggest scheduling it for when you're out of the house, as this is admittedly a noisy robot vacuum, particularly on hardwood floors. I struggle to have conversations over the top. It's also only the heavy side. I felt this as soon as I removed it from the box, weighing 8.15 pounds. However, with an average pickup score of almost 97 achieved during testing, it's a capable vacuum on both hard floors and carpet. I noticed that it's better at picking up pet hair and kitty litter compared to Cheerios. This is usually the other way around, so it's actually better for smaller debris. The Roomba's 9 Plus also comes with a self-emptying charging base. While you'll have to purchase replacement bags for this base, which I don't love the idea of, you will only have to empty the container every 30 days, which will save you a lot of time versus emptying the onboard dustbin. If you want to drop even more cash, this 9 Plus can also talk with the company's BravaJet and 6 robot mop, with the two working as a team, vacuuming floors, followed by a mop. That's pretty neat. Ultimately, this robot vacuum comes at a steep price, but it leaves little room for improvement. Number 4. iLife V3s Pro. The iLife V3s Pro is the best robot vacuum you can get for less than $200. Period. Despite its low price, the V3s Pro consistently outperformed other robot vacuums that cost 3 times as much. It picked up nearly all of Fido's fur in our lab tests, making it the best robot vacuum for pet hair. And it performed well in my home too. It reached well up against the baseboards, picking up flaky bits of onion skin in my kitchen, and it collected all breadcrumbs in its path. It was about average in terms of noise compared to the other robot vacuums on test though, at 64.1 decibels. There are a few caveats when purchasing a robot vacuum this cheap. For starters, the iLife V3s Pro is slow, taking more than 90 minutes on average to clean the test space. Others took less than 30 minutes. Also, it can't be controlled from your smartphone, so you have to use the included remote control, and you can't connect it to Alexa or Google Assistant to turn it on or schedule cleanings. But if these are #first world problems you can live with, then you'll be pleased to know the V3s Pro is great at doing the one thing it needs to do well, and that's picking up debris. For this price, its downsides are trade-offs I'm willing to make. That's why it's also one of the best cheap robot vacuums. Number 3. Roborock S7. Until the Roborock S7, most of the hybrid robot vacuums / robot mops I've tested have been good, but not great at either task. The S7 is the first such device I'd actually trust to vacuum and mop without close supervision. That's because the S7 is smart enough to know when it's on a rug and can lift its mopping pad so that your carpet doesn't get soaked. It's gentle in operation too, slowing itself down as it approaches obstacles. I watched as it cautiously approached a step stool, cleaned beneath it, and then backed away. It admittedly knocked against the legs, but not enough to move the stool. As a vacuum, the S7 was pretty good. It's not the best with pet hair, collecting a lot in its wheels and brush roll-on test, but it was fast and thorough, scoring a pickup average of 93. It works better on hard floors compared to carpets, but even on carpets, the performance was decent, scoring an average of just over 90. It also has niceties such as multi-floor mapping, no-go zones, and scheduling. Number 2. iRobot Roomba 7 Plus, iRobot's newest offering. The Roomba 7 Plus is one of the best Roombas because of its obstacle avoidance technology. With this, it can essentially detect everyday objects, such as cables and socks, and steer clear of them. The main benefit of this feature is the bot's ability to avoid pet poop. In fact, iRobot is so confident in the Roomba G7 Plus intelligence that it's introduced the Pet Owner Official Promise, POOP, whereby iRobot will replace any G7 Plus that fails to avoid solid pet waste. This robot vacuum is constantly learning with every run too, making it one of the smartest I've seen. I dropped some fake dog poop in its path on test, and it didn't disappoint. Although it didn't recognize larger objects, such as socks, shoes, and dog toys at first, it should do this with time and software updates. The G7 Plus comes with a cleaning base which is our default. It can hold up to 60 days of debris and looks easy on the eye compared to other bases. Plus, it's more compact too. This robot vacuum scored well for collecting large debris, such as cereal and kitty litter, collecting 98.33% and 94.6% respectively. Number 1. Wise Robot Vacuum. This robot vacuum cleaner from Wise makes the list because of its exceptional performance on hard floors. When I put it to the test, it picked up 100% of pet fur and cereal. It just missed a perfect score, as it collected roughly 97% of kitty litter. It's speedy as well, mapping the first floor of my home in a near record of 7 minutes, thanks to the quick mapping option. On top of this, the Wise app is easy to navigate and intuitive to use. It also comes with useful features, such as a location-based trigger, which I've only seen on iRobot Roombas. It needed my address to use this function, which I wasn't crazy about, but I could extend the size of the boundary that encompassed my home, which had its benefits. For instance, I could make sure the robot wouldn't run when I walked the dog, but would when I was a sufficient distance away. The Roomba i3 always started cleaning when I walked the dog by comparison.